Hi everyone. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to invest, I've got some valuable tips for you to navigate the process and timeline of buying a resale condominium. I'm Judy the agent, your trusted real estate partner in Singapore, to assist you every step of the way. Let's get started. Step 1. Check your eligibility. There is no restriction for Singapore citizen, Singapore permanent resident, or foreigner looking to buy a condominium. However, if you are a Singapore permanent resident or foreigner buying a landed property, there are certain conditions to be met. You may consult with a property agent or legal expert to navigate the specific regulations and processes. Step 2. Determine your budget. To start with, apply for an in-principle approval of loan from a bank to ascertain your maximum loan amount. This will form up to 75% of your total property budget. It's important to get an official IPA done to work with the right budget. Next, access how much monthly mortgage you are comfortably able to commit to. You might be able to get a far higher loan with 55% of your gross monthly income that goes towards repaying the monthly mortgage. But are you comfortable with that? If not, you would need to work out the loan with your maximum comfortable monthly mortgage instead. This would impact the eventual loan amount that you should take up with the bank. Lastly, review your total amount of cash and CPFOA funds you can set aside for this property purchase. These will be used for your 25% down payment, legal fees, and buyer stamp duty. With the above assessment, you can now work out the final budget you can work with. Now you are ready to start your property search. Reach out to Judy the agent to get this sorted for you. Step 3. Shortlist properties for viewing. Use online platforms or engage a real estate agents to find available resale properties. Consider factors like proximity to amenities, public transport, schools, and your workplace. Schedule viewings, visit shortlisted properties to assess their condition. Ask questions while visiting to find out the property's history, maintenance, or any defect that you should be aware of. Step 4. Negotiate the price and make an offer. It is very common for property owners to mark up their prices, sometimes ridiculously. Based on your research or discuss with your agent, you would be able to determine a fair offer price. Negotiate until a mutual agreement on price and terms is reached. Your agent can help you draft a formal offer to the seller. It is very important to clearly include terms such as price, option period, completion, furnishings, and other conditions if any. Step 5. Secure your option to purchase. Once the seller accepts your offer, before you proceed with the payment of the deposit, your agent will perform the due diligence necessary, such as obtaining a proof of ownership. To secure an option to purchase from the seller, you will need to pay the seller 1% of the property purchase price in cash. After the seller grants you the OTP, you will now have 2 weeks until the expiry of this OTP. If you do not exercise this OTP by the expiry date, your deposit will be forfeited. Step 6. Finalize your loan. Once the offer is accepted by the seller and the option to purchase has been granted, you can now proceed to review bank loan packages and submit necessary documents to secure a loan for the property and complete your mortgage application with the bank. Step 7. Engage a conveyancing lawyer. In accordance with Singapore's land laws, all property transactions must be verified by a conveyancing lawyer, with documents signed in their presence. So you must now engage a conveyancing firm to handle all legal matters pertaining to this purchase. You should forward a copy of the option to purchase to your lawyer for review. You do not have to sign the OTP as this stage, but keep the original OTP. Step 8. Exercise the option to purchase. You will head down to the conveyancing firm in person to exercise the option to purchase. When you exercise your option, you will need to pay an additional 4% of the property's purchase price. The conveyancing firm will also collect the payments for legal fees. Step 9. Pay buyer's stamp duty, BSD, and additional buyer's stamp duty, ABSD. Within 14 days of exercising the option to purchase, you will need to pay buyer's stamp duty, and additional buyer's stamp duty if applicable. Step 10. Legal completion and move in. After exercising the OTP and paying BSD and ABSD, what's left is just the waiting time to completion date, which is when you become the legal owner of the property. You would need to pay the remaining down payment before completion date, which is 20% of the purchase price. On the completion date, ownership of the property is officially transferred to you. You will receive the keys to the property and can take possession, unless you have purchased a property with tenancy. Set up your utility accounts 2 weeks in advance if you are in a hurry to commence your renovation or move in. Now you are the new owner of the property, and you can organize moving logistics and settle into your new home. So, what does the timeline for these 10 steps in the buying process look like? Assuming you've already completed steps 1 through 4, checking your eligibility, determining your budget, shortlisting properties for viewing, and negotiating the price and making an offer, here's what happens next. Once the seller accepts your offer and grants you the option to purchase, you'll have 2 to 3 weeks to exercise it. The exact expiry date of this option depends on the agreement between you and the seller. During this 2 to 3 week period, you'll need to finalize your loan, engage a conveyancing lawyer, exercise the OTP by signing the OTP in the lawyer's presence, and paying 4% of the property's purchase price. After exercising the option, you'll have 14 days to pay the buyer's stamp duty, and any additional buyer's stamp duty, if applicable. Next, it will take about 10 to 12 weeks to complete the purchase. Before the completion date, you'll need to pay the remaining down payment, which is typically 20% of the purchase price. Finally, on the completion date, the ownership of the property will officially transfer to you, and you'll be able to collect the keys. Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of your new property and ready to move in. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or need more information about the property market, don't hesitate to reach out to Judy the agent, your trusted real estate partner in Singapore, to assist you every step of the way. Feel free to drop a comment below or contact Judy directly. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates. Thanks again for tuning in, and see you in the next one.